say your name. The road ahead is calling out my soul. A silent vow begins to take control. Heavy thoughts were pulling at my feet. Every step felt like a slow defeat. Voices said the climb was far too steep. Promises I almost couldn't keep. But a spark began to light the sky. Quiet strength I couldn't deny. Through the noise I hear a clearer sound. A rising force breaking through the ground. The hesitation fades away tonight. My heartbeat drums the rhythm of the fight. Every doubt dissolves into the air. The turning point is waiting right here. Rise above the doubt, feel the fire grow. Leave the weight behind, let the courage show. Every scar I carry turns to light, guiding me forward through the night. Rise above the doubt, break the gravity. Every step becomes a victory. Now the path ahead is shining bright. I claim the dawn after the night. Stormy thoughts were circling my mind. Echoes of the past I left behind. Frozen roads that try to slow my pace. Fading like a dream without a trace. Now the skyline opens wide and clear. New horizons drawing ever near. Every breath ignites a stronger will. Every heartbeat climbing higher still. The quiet fear no longer holds the wheel. A brighter truth begins to feel so real. Through the clouds a golden line appears, leading me beyond the doubt and fears. Rise above the doubt, hear the engines roar. Every locked door opens even more. All the pressure turns to burning light, fueling every step into the night. Rise above the doubt, let the spirit fly. Watch the broken limits pass me by. Every heartbeat writing destiny, turning silent dreams to reality. Rise above the doubt, leave the shadows far. Every fallen tear becomes a star. All the chains dissolve into the wind, where a fearless journey will begin. Rise above the doubt, now the sky is wide. Every restless hope becomes my guide. In this moment I can clearly see the strongest version of the future me. In the quiet space between the fear, I discover why I'm standing here. Every scar becomes a guiding spark, lighting roads inside the dark. When the silence finally breaks apart, I can hear the thunder of my heart. Every breath a promise I renew. Every step a stronger point of view. Rise above the doubt, let the sunrise blaze. Every step igniting brighter days. Through the storm I found the strength inside. Now there's nothing left for me to hide. Rise above the doubt, hear the victory echo through the halls of destiny. With the courage beating in my chest, I move forward stronger than the rest. Fading echoes of the fears I knew, drifting slowly out of view. Forward now with open sight, chasing dawn beyond the Footsteps echo in the silent night. A quiet pulse begins to rise inside. From the depths a distant rhythm calls, shaking loose the shadows from the walls.
fire that refuses rest. Every doubt begins to fall apart, facing the awakening heart. Echo of the brave heart leading on through the dark before the dawn. Every road begins to shine anew with a fearless point of view.
Here between the silence and the cry
lives the strength that will not die.
Every scar becomes a sign,
pointing toward a brighter line.
Through the rising pulse I see
who I always meant to be.
Every breath becomes a spark, lighting pathways through the dark. Echo of the brave heart guide my way through the storm into the day. Every beat reminds me why I start following the fearless heart. Echo of the brave heart, wild and free, calling out the best in me. With the fire growing in my chest, I will rise above the rest.
Fading echoes in the air leave a trace of courage there. From a whisper grew a spark that awakened in the dark.
Pressure builds along the edge tonight. A silent line comes into sight. Beyond it waits a different view, where the impossible turns true. Too many signs said turn around. Too many walls stood on the ground. Every warning filled the air, telling me to stay right there. Yet a force begins to rise, burning bright behind my eyes. Something stronger pulls me through toward a path I never knew. Heartbeat pounding like a drum, saying now the time has come. Through the doubt a voice is clear, nothing left to hold me here. Step beyond the limit line, break the chains that once were mine. Every step ignites the flame, life will never stay the same. Step beyond the limit line, let the rising strength align. Every dream begins to climb past the edge of space and time. Wind is rushing through the night, carrying a spark of light. Every breath becomes a drive, proof that I am still alive. All restraints begin to fade, like the shadows that they made. Through the dark a road appears, leading past the weight of fears. Every pulse becomes a guide, like a turning ocean tide. Courage standing in the flame, calling out my hidden name. Step beyond the limit line, leave the hesitation behind. Every second feels alive, with the strength to rise and strive. Step beyond the limit line, watch the distant stars align. Every barrier dissolves as the fearless heart evolves. Step beyond the limit line. Step beyond the limit line. Step beyond the limit line, feel the power now combine. Every heartbeat driving fast, breaking free from the past. Step beyond the limit line, see the future start to shine. All the roads begin to bend toward the climb that never ends. Between the fear and the leap lies the promise we must keep. Every scar becomes a sign, pointing toward a higher line. Through the fire I finally see all the strength inside of me. the truth appears, stronger than the weight of fears. Rise roaring hard and climb, breaking through the walls of time. Every second sparks a flame, calling out my hidden name. Rise roaring heart so free, feel the power inside of me. Every doubt begins to fall as the fearless future calls. A quiet pulse beneath the restless night. The world stood still, no spark, no guiding light. But deep inside a rhythm starts to grow. A silent force begins to overflow. I walked a road that felt too hard to climb, every second stretching into time. Shadows whispered I should turn around, drowning out the hope I never found. Then a tremor stirred beneath my skin, like a storm that's waiting deep within. Every beat was pushing back the gray, calling me to rise and break away. The steady drum is echoing inside, a stronger voice I cannot push aside. The moment shifts, the air begins to sway, the rising pulse will lead another way. Heartbeats turn the tide, feel the power grow, waves of courage rising from below, every rhythm breaking through the night. Heartbeats turn the tide, hear the thunder roll, every beat awaken in my soul. Now the current's changing in my chest, driving me beyond the silent test. Cold uncertainty begins to fade, every doubt dissolving in the shade. Like a river finding open space, hope is moving with a faster pace. Every breath ignites a stronger flame, nothing in this world remains the same. With each pulse the future comes in view, a fearless path is breaking through. The rising sound is louder than before, like waves that crash against the distant shore. The turning point is trembling in the air, a brighter current pulling everywhere. Heartbeats turn the tide, shifting every wave, every hidden spark begins to blaze. All the silence bursting into sound, as the rising rhythm spins, how the current race. Every pulse begins to set the pace. All the shadows drifted far behind, as a fearless future fills my mind. weight of silent fears. Heartbeats turn the tide, every restless dream becomes my guide. All the pressure turning into fire, fueling every step to climb higher. In the fragile space between the beats, I can feel the strength my spirit keeps. Every pulse becomes a guiding flame, whispering that nothing stays the same. Through the rising rhythm in my chest, I discover what I fear to test. Every note becomes a breath of air, lifting me beyond the old despair. Heartbeats turn the tide, feel the moment rise. Every spark reflected in my eyes. Through the storm I found a steady flame, and the world will never look the same. Echo through the waves of destiny. With each pulse the future opens wide, as the rhythm carries me with pride. Fading echoes drifting through the night, softly glowing like a distant light. From a whisper grew a roaring guide. When my heartbeats finally turn the tide, the morning light breaks softly through the gray. Heavy clouds begin to drift away. Something warm is rising in my chest, like a gentle wind that leads me west. All the noise was pulling me below. Every step was slow and hard to go. Thoughts were tangled in a silent maze, walking through a blur of empty days. Then a breeze began to clear my mind, leaving all the restless weight behind. Every breath became a little bright, guiding me toward an open sky. The air feels light, the pressure slips away. A quiet hope is starting to replay. Through the haze, a brighter view appears, carrying me beyond my fears. Lift your spirit higher, feel it rise. See the open blue beyond the skies. Every worry drifting far from view, like the morning washing everything new. Lift your spirit higher, let it fly. Watch the fading shadows passing by. Every heartbeat floating light and free, like the wind that's calling out to me. Steps grow lighter on the road ahead, golden sunlight painting paths of red. All the distant hills begin to glow, showing me a place I wanna go. Every sound becomes a gentle song, every moment feels where I belong. Like a door that slowly opens wide, hope is standing quietly inside. A softer world is waiting in the air, every breath reminds me life is there. Through the clouds a quiet brightness streams, leading me beyond my silent dreams. Lift your spirit higher, feel the breeze, moving through the tall awakening trees. Every doubt dissolving into light, as the world awakens from the night. Lift your spirit higher, feel it soar, like a wave returning to the shore. Every hidden spark begins to shine, drawing new horizons in my mind. Lift your spirit higher, see the way. Every color dancing through the day. All the heavy shadows drift apart, leaving open spaces in my heart. Lift your spirit higher, now you see all the endless possibilities. Every dream unfolding in the air, like a promise waiting everywhere. In the quiet glow between the clouds, I can hear the but quiet underneath the skin. A restless spark begins to spin. Through the silence, something starts to glow. A hidden flame begins to grow. For so long I walked a careful line, keeping every dream in silent time. Locked away behind a steady face, afraid to let the fire leave its place. But a trembling heat begins to rise, burning softly through the old disguise. Every breath ignites a brighter flare, like a storm awaking in the air. The walls I built begin to fall apart, a rising thunder beating in my heart. Through the dark a blazing light appears, calling me beyond my quiet fears. Unchaining in a fire, let it blaze, lighting up the shadows of my days. Every spark becoming something strong, like the rhythm of a fearless song. Unchaining in a fire, feel it climb, burning through the frozen hands of time. Now the flame is dancing in my soul, turning silent embers into gold.
Ashes of the doubt fall to the ground. Every heartbeat making louder sound. Like a wind that feeds the rising flame. Nothing in my world remains the same.
Every step begins to move with heat, like a drum that pushes through defeat. All the quiet dreams I held inside now are rushing like a turning tide. The rising glow is brighter than before, a blazing path is opening a door. Through the smoke a clearer sky I see, calling out the strength inside of me. Unchain the inner fire, break the night. Every hidden spark becomes a light. All the silence bursting into flame. Nothing in my heart will stay the same. Unchain the inner fire, feel it roar, like a rising wave upon the shore. Every pulse igniting brighter skies, lighting fearless power in my eyes. Unchain the inner fire, let it run, like a river racing toward the sun. All the doubt dissolving in the heat, as the rhythm lifts me to my feet. Unchain the inner fire, now it flies, like a comet burning through the skies. Every dream unfolding into view, showing what the fearless heart can do. In the space between the spark and flame, I remember who I'm meant to be. Every scar becomes a shining guide, every breath a surge of energy. Through the glow a stronger voice appears, washing out the echoes of my fears. Every beat a promise I renew, every step reveals a wider view. Unchain the inner fire, watch it rise, burning bright inside my open eyes. Through the storm a fearless light I found, now my spirit will not stay bound. Unchain the inner fire, let it lead, fueling every hope and every need. With the flame alive inside my chest, I am finally giving life my best. Softly fading embers in the air, leaving glowing traces everywhere. From the spark a brighter world I see, born from hidden fire inside of me. Born from hidden fire inside of me. Morning breaks through a silent room, dusty light begins to bloom. Something shifts beneath the gray, like the start of a brighter day. For a while the road felt slow, every step had nowhere to ocean finally meet, every breath begins to climb like a spark inside of time. Through the rush I start to see who I always meant to be. Every step becomes a sign that this rising path is mine. Now the day momentum begins, hear the thunder of my steps. Every dream moving ahead, leaving yesterday for dead. Now the tide is turning strong, every road becomes my song. With the fire in my chest, I am running with the rest. Morning light across the sky, old reflections drifting by. From the stillness came a spark, turning motion from the dark. whispering once more. Underneath the quiet, buried deep, something stirs from half-forgotten sleep. Long the days move slowly through the gray, dreams so distant, drifting far away. Every spark I carried once before seemed to vanish like a closing door. Yet a tremor moves beneath the calm, heat awakening in my palm. Through the dust, a crimson glow appears, melting through the weight of silent years. A rising warmth begins to climb, breaking through the frozen time. In the pulse beneath my chest burns the strength I once possessed. When the fire returns inside my soul, broken pieces finally feel whole. Every heart you decide. Step into the rising tide. Every heartbeat says it's time. Cross the edge and start the climb. This is the moment you decide. Leave hesitation far behind. Every tracing far behind. Every tracing far behind. Every dream begins to wake with the choice you dare to make. City lights are burning in the night. Every shadow edged with light. Roads stretch far beyond the hill, waiting for a stronger will.
Every breath is sharp and real, every step begins to heal. What once felt impossible to see now feels close enough to be.
Energy begins to grow like a flame beneath the snow. Through the doubt, a vision shines, calling me across the lines. This is the moment you decide. Stand with courage as your guide. Every second sparks a flame. Life will never stay the same. This the moment you decide. Let determination rise. Every step begins to clear paths that once were lost in fear. This the moment you decide. Lift your vision to the sky. All the limits fade away with the promise of today. The moment to the light. Feel the fire deep inside. Every heartbeat marks the way toward a brighter kind of day. Between the question and the leap leaves the promise we must keep. Every scar becomes a sign pointing toward a stronger line. Through the storm I start to see all the strength inside of me. Every breath becomes a spark lighting pathways through the dark. Now the moment is alive, where the fearless dreams survive. Every step becomes the start of a brave and open heart. Now the moment leads the way toward the dawn beyond today. With the courage in my chest, I will give this life my best. Quiet echoes fade behind, leaving hesitation blind. From one choice a road appeared, shining past the place I feared. Wind slips softly through the silent air, carrying a change from somewhere. Restless thoughts begin to move, like the sky has something to prove. Dusty days were standing still. Time note teaches my soul to fly. Break the heavy silence, now I see. Music writes a new reality. Every rhythm breaking through the wall, proving I was never lost at all.
In the fragile pause between the beats, I can hear a truth my spirit keeps.
Every tone becomes a healing light, softly pushing back the endless night. Through the trembling glow of rising sound, hope begins to slowly gather ground. Every breath begins to harmonize with the rhythm opening my eyes. Break the heavy silence, feel it burn. Every quiet heartbeat starts to turn. All the shadows drifting far away as the melody begins to stay. Break the heavy silence, let it flow. Every trembling feeling starts to grow. Through the sound I finally understand, life is waiting just beyond my soft vibrations fading through the air, leaving gentle echoes everywhere. From the silence something new was born, like the quiet light before the dawn. Light before the dawn. Something stirs beneath the quiet air. Footsteps echo like a silent dare. Shadows loosen from the ground below. A hidden strength begins to grow. Long I waited at a crossing line, watching hours slowly redefine. Hesitation held me in its cage, turning days into a silent page. Then a pulse ran racing through my chest, urgent fire rising unconfessed. Sudden clarity begins to form, like a calm eye in the storm. Pressure breaks like glass tonight, vision cutting through the night. Courage whispers from within, telling me the climb begins. Stand up and move forward now. Break the silence, take the vow. Every road begins to shine when the will and moment align. Stand up and move forward strong. Turn the doubt into a song. Step by step the world expands, opening through fearless hands.
Morning traffic hums alive, energy begins to drive. City breathing under sun, like a race that's just begun. Compass begins to bloom, pushing past the fading gloom. Clear horizons start to grow, every step begins to flow.
Momentum building in the air, something powerful is there. Heartbeat guiding every stride, like a rising ocean tide.
Stand up and move forward fast, leave the hesitation past. Every heartbeat marks the way into brighter shades of day.
Stand up and move forward free, let the future breathe through me. Walls that once refused to bend, now dissolve and finally end. Stand up and move forward bold, watch the story now unfold. All the pressure turns to fire, fueling every wild desire. Stand up and move forward bright, running straight into the light. Paths that once were hard to see, now unfold endlessly.
Between the doubt and the leap, promises we choose to keep. Courage grows inside the fall, teaching how to rise through all.
Through the rush of beating sound, new direction can be found. One small step begins the climb, changing fate and shifting time. Stand up and move forward high, lift your vision to the sky. All the limits fade away when the heart begins to say, stand up and move forward true, let determination through. With the fire in my chest, I will give this life my best. Forward motion softly stays, carry heartbeats inside the quiet air, hitting signals humming everywhere. Through the noise a clearer tone appears, calling out beyond the doubts and fears. Long I drifted through uncertain days, lost between too many winding ways. Every choice felt distant and unclear, like a voice I struggled just to hear. Then the rhythm started in my chest, soft at first but stronger than the rest, like a signal breaking through the night, guiding me toward a clearer light. Through the silence comes a steady sound, like a pulse that finally is found. Every beat begins to synchronize with the truth reflected in my eyes. Tune into the courage frequency, hear the voice that's waking inside me. Every heartbeat sending out the sign that the strength I need was always mine. Turn the dial and feel the signal rise, breaking through the clouds across the skies. Every doubt dissolving in the sound as the fearless rhythm spins around. New horizons flicker into view, like a station bar to change something true. Every breath begins to feel alive, like the moment dreams begin to thrive. Steps grow steady on the open road, lighter now without the heavy load. Every note becomes a guiding tone, proving I was never here alone. Something clear is ringing in the air, like a promise floating everywhere. Through the static shines a brighter way, pulling me into a brand new day. Feel the courage frequency ignite, sending waves of fire through the night. Every pulse becoming strong and free, like a signal meant for destiny. Hear the courage frequency expand, guiding every step I dare to stand. All the hesitation fades away as the rhythm starts to lead the way. Ride the courage frequency tonight, turning fear into a source of light. Every heartbeat rising like a flame, nothing in my world remains the same. Trust the courage frequency inside, like a storm becoming living tide. Every dream begins to resonate with the path I choose to navigate. Between the silence and the sound, truth is quietly profound. Every breath becomes a key, unlocking possibility. Through the pulse I start to see who I'm meant to grow to be. Every beat becomes a spark, lighting pathways through the dark. Hear the courage frequency again, breaking every shadow I was in. With the signal shining in my chest, I am moving forward at my best, distance cracks apart. Flames are dancing in my heart. Every breath becomes a spark, lighting up the fading dark. Roads unfold before my eyes, clear beneath the burning skies. Every fear begins to fall. I can hear the future call. Energy begins to climb, breaking through the walls of time. Through the smoke, a vision grows, leading where the courage flows. Burn through the doubt again, leave the shadow where it's been. Every second fans the flame, calling out my hidden name. Burn through the doubt and rise, see the fire in my eyes. Every barrier dissolves as the fearless will evolve.
Burn through the doubt and run toward the blaze of rising sun. Every pulse begins to guide like a fierce and living vault. Burn through the doubt and run toward the blaze of rising sun. Every pulse begins to guide like a fierce and living tide.
Burn through the doubt tonight, let the burning truth ignite. Every dream begins to stand, stronger than the shifting sand. Between the fear and the flame lies the courage without name. Every scar becomes a spark, lighting pathways through the dark. Through the fire I start to see all the strength inside of me. across the tide. Through the storm you start to see who you're meant to truly be. Every breath becomes a spark, lighting pathways through the dark. This is your turning point anthem now. Lift your head and take the vow. Every heartbeat leads the climb toward a brighter space in time. This is your turning point anthem to claim. Step into the fearless flame. With the fire inside your chest, you will give this life your best. Echoes fading in the dawn, but the change is moving on. From one moment something grew, a brand new road ahead of you. Flame flickers in the quiet air. Tiny light appears from nowhere. Restless silence starts to break. Something small begins to wake. For a while the days felt slow. Steps had nowhere left to go. Dreams were sleeping out of sight, hidden in the longest night. Then a shimmer touched my chest, like a pulse that won't rest. One small spark begins to glow, more alive than I could know. Gentle heat begins to rise, shining through uncertain skies. Every breath begins to say something new has found its way. Feel the spark that moves you inside, like a flame you cannot hide. Every heartbeat starts to grow, lighting paths you need to know. Feel the spark that moves you ahead, breaking doubts inside your head. Every step begins to show how the quiet fire can grow. Morning wind begins to climb, carrying a sense of time. Every thought becomes more clear, something stronger drawing near. Tiny embers start to blaze, shining through the silent haze. Every breath becomes a drive, proof that hope is still alive. Warming pulses fill the air, like a promise everywhere. Through the glow a truth appears, burning through the older fears. See the spark that moves you ignite, turning darkness into light. Every second fans the flame, nothing now will stay the same. See the spark that moves you rise, like a fire across the skies. Every dream begins to stand, brighter than the shifting sand.
Watch the spark that moves you run toward the blaze of rising sun. Every breath becomes a guide, moving with the growing tide. Let the spark that moves you shine, lighting every hidden line. Every heartbeat now can prove what a fearless soul can move.
Between the ember and the flame lives a truth without a name. Every scar becomes a spark, lighting pathways through the dark. Through the fire I start to see all the strength inside of me. Every breath becomes a sign that this rising path is mine. Now the spark that moves you burns, every waiting moment turns. Every step begins to climb toward a brighter frame of time. Now the spark that moves you flies, blazing fiercely through the skies. With the fire inside your chest, you will deep inside